What's up, everybody? It's Eli here from TreeFall Studios, and let's talk about the PlayStation. Alright guys, I'm making this video because I just have come to the realization that there are so many developers out there that are trying to release their games on PlayStation and they don't own PS5s or never even owned a PS4, and they have no idea what a PlayStation even looks like when you turn it on and boot it up. I was on the Thomas Brush podcast and a few other places, and ever since then I've had tons of developers who reach out to me via Discord or whatever, and they know that I'm a full-time indie game developer and that I mostly just release games on PlayStation, and I get so many questions about how do I do it? My PlayStation sales aren't that great, or, how do I start on PlayStation? They're just Steam developers. And the first thing I ask all of these people is, do you own a PS5 and do you own a PS4? And 9 times out of 10, guys, they don't own a PlayStation. They maybe haven't owned a PlayStation since 1, 2, or 3, and they just play and make games for Steam. Well, this video is going to be for you guys, because there are so many people that I've even coached through the whole process, and they are totally missing out on different things that you can do, little bitty things that you can do to reach a larger audience on PlayStation. So today's video, I'm going to be taking this on a very beginner level, assuming you've never even turned on a PlayStation before, and we're going to be talking about the things that you can do to reach a larger audience on the PlayStation 5. So when you turn on the PlayStation, welcome to my personal PlayStation 5, you are greeted with the Welcome Hub. And the Welcome Hub is absolutely amazing because you can customize it however you want. Mine, I made it pretty minimalist just so I can have this cool PlayStation animation here, and I shrunk my news bubbles down here at the bottom so I can see a couple of things very quickly: my games on sale, my wish list, my controller batteries, and my friends who's playing online. But right now you can just press down twice and boom, we are already at news. So guys, there are 3 major things, kind of like 4 major things really, that people are missing. And 1 is the store optimization, 2 it's the gathering of wish lists, 3 is news, posting news articles, and 4 is demos. Got them written down right here, and we're going to talk about all of them. So we'll show the news in just a second. Let's jump into the store so I can show you guys what you're missing out on. I just pressed 1 button to turn on this PlayStation and press X to sign in. If I press 1 button to the left, we are already at the PlayStation Store. If I press down just a couple of times and press X on PlayStation 5 games, this will bring up the list of all new games coming out on PS5. If I press down once, right now you can already see we have made it to 1-2 exquisite word search. Guys, this is a TreeFall Studios game right there at the top. How long did that take for you guys to find it? 10 seconds at the most. If you guys could see my absolute giant amount of impressions I'm getting on this, you would be absolutely blown away. And it boggles my mind because so many developers I see that do get their games on PlayStation, they do not post their store pages early. They just post them on launch, and they don't gather any kind of wish list. You can see right here at the top of my store page, all you have to do is press 1 button, put it on the wish list, and guess what? PlayStation notifies you. They will email you. They send you a notification on the PlayStation when the game is available so people can go and buy it. It's a huge way to market the games. It's so easy to get this store page up and get it like this, and nobody does it. They just, I don't know why. Everyone harps so hard. All the marketing experts are telling you, you gotta gather a wish list on Steam. You need 10,000 wish lists. You gotta do it for 1 to 2 years, and you just post all these things, and you do the Steam Next Fest, and everyone's like min-maxing so hard to do the store algorithm, and then they think, oh, well, I'll just publish my game on consoles, and then they do nothing, or they do no research. They don't own any consoles whatsoever, and then they're confused on why their results are not as good as the Steam release. Well, it's because you're not doing a ton of different things that you could do to make this way easier. So you can see we got my trailer playing right here, and you can scroll through. Here's my screenshots of my beautiful word search game. Where there's a plug, it comes out on October 14th. You guys can pick this up on PlayStation. So let's jump right in. So you can see so easy to wishlist, that was so easy to find, and nobody's launching their store pages early these days. And you can see the way it works is my store page is at the top, and it stays at the top because my game has not come out yet. But as soon as the game comes out, it goes below the games coming soon, and then it's in the big list of all the games coming out and sorted by date. And you know, after a couple of days, it's going to be buried by all the games coming out. So if I would have not launched this page early, you would have only been able to see this game maybe like if you signed in on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when it comes out or whatever, and then after that you would have never been able to see it again. So this is a way to gain exposure, gather wish lists, market the game beforehand. And you can see right here we have official news. Here's one of my news stories, and you can see you can post news articles just like you can on Steam, and nobody is doing this. It's so interesting. So let's jump back over here and I'll show you where you can find your news. So when you first turn on a PlayStation, if you just scroll down once or twice, you're already at news, and you can see right here I've got a news story telling everyone that Night Detective is now available on PS5. I've got a news story telling everyone that 1-2 word search is coming soon. I got a news story right here showing you that the Journey of Special Average Balloon is now on PlayStation. And you can see I got some Capcom and some Battlefield, and these are stories that most people are going to see. The reason I'm getting these Battlefield, you know, stories or whatever about the game coming soon is because, you know, I played an old Battlefield game forever ago, and once you do that, it basically sets you following the franchise, and then they can post stories on your page. You can go in and unfollow any of these. You know, I don't really do that because, you know, they just disappear or whatever. But so you can find news on the game on the Welcome Hub. You can find news on the PlayStation Store. If we go over to my actual game, this is the Game Hub. If you scroll down, this is the actual game. You can see there's news stories here, but that's only reaching people who already have the game downloaded. So it's like if you wanted to post, you know, updates or whatever, you could do that. But then there's another good place that's so wide reaching, that's amazing on the PlayStation, that no other console or platform has it like this. If you just press the home button, you can see you pull up this UI where you can switch controllers, you can turn it off. You can see I got 17 friends online. You can see your notifications. Right here, there's another news tab. It's the same exact news stories in all those other places, but it's just an easy place for you to click on it and scroll down and go, okay, right there's my news. And depending on who's following your games and stuff, you can reach a ton of people with this news. I actually have an unbelievably high click-through rate between who sees my news articles and who clicks on it to buy the game. Guys, you are just totally missing out on the reach that you could have as long as you just do a couple of things on the PlayStation Store. It is so easy. It is not hard to post a news article, and it's not hard to get the game up early and start, you know, advertising it and going for wish lists. So people are not getting the store page up early. They're not going for wish lists on PlayStation. They're only focusing on Steam. Nobody's posting news or cross-promoting between other games, because once you have multiple games like this and you've got a giant follower count, you can post these news stories and cross promote, and it's easier to be seen than cross promotion stories on Steam, and you can just reach so many people. It's crazy. Another thing is I downloaded a couple of demos right here. Nobody's taking advantage of demos on PlayStation. A lot of people do it on Steam, but very few people do it on PlayStation, and you can see it's so easy. There's a place on the store, a tab where you can just see all the demos, so it's just more store exposure for your game. And you can see right here, I downloaded this indie game right here. It's from Kyle Thompson. I've never played any of his games, but he makes really high quality looking indie games, and maybe if I play the demo and like it, I'll just go ahead and buy it. But you can see right here, guys, I downloaded the demo. It was free. It's so easy. It's got pretty good store exposure. A lot of people download demos. All you have to do is press down once, press to the right, and I can go click on it right here and just go ahead and buy the game if I have fun playing the demo. So easy. People are totally missing out on these very few and easy things to do to make your game reach a larger audience on PlayStation. So guys, I just made this quick video just to go over some like beginner level tips, because I really feel like people are missing out on these things because they just don't know that they exist, because they don't actually play the PlayStation, you know, to me, which is sad. If you want to make money on a platform, you need to buy it, support it, figure out what the audience that plays that is, what the vibe is, what they like, and you can figure out how to tailor your product to that audience. I'm going to make another video in the future with some more advanced tips, but for right now, I think that this should help some people, I think, at least in my opinion, because a lot of people, I can't even tell you how many Discord messages, guys, I get about people wanting to know how to do better on PlayStation because I talk about it so much. Here are a few beginner tips that will help you maybe even double your audience size on PlayStation with, you know, maybe 2-3 hours of work. You know, it's not that hard, guys. But like I said, I'm gonna do an advanced video in the future. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this video? Are you a Steam developer specifically? Do you own a PlayStation? Are you trying to get your game on PlayStation? Did you even know that the PlayStation 5 UI looked like this? It's pretty smooth looking. You can change this welcome hub however you want, and I just love how, you know, this generation looks. It's really great. So before I end this video, I need to give a huge shout out to everybody who supports TreeFall Studios on patreon.com. I gotta give a personal shout out to Mandy, Shark and Minnow, Thomas Stewart, Space My Name, Joe Nana, Mr. Troy, and Jamil DeBeer. I think that should be everyone. Thank you guys for what you do for TreeFall Studios on patreon.com. If you're interested in learning more, you can check out the links down in the description below. Join my Discord if you're a game developer who's looking to learn more about the PlayStation. And without further ado, guys, I will catch you in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day.